Guys, so yesterday I went to Johns Peak, had an awesome time riding with my buddies Justin and Noah. We hit some gnarly stuff. I dumped my bike at one point, and after that it was making kind of a funny exhaust noise. So today I'm gonna pull the pipe off. Let me show you something. I'm too worried about it, and then I realized I have a really bad exhaust leak right here. I mean, just all the splooge and everything's coming out. So I think what happened when I crashed is I probably bent the pipe a little bit and pulled it out of the exhaust cylinder flange thing. So you can kind of see what that looks like right there. And let me show you what these look like. So it's barely sticking out. These are two brand new pipes right here. So probably gonna end up throwing one of those on just to make sure this is fixed. But really the main reason I'm pulling this out is I just want to make sure that the exhaust cylinder is not, like, the port coming out is not cracked. So let's take a look. Still smoking. All right, so I mean, it doesn't look much different. This thing is definitely full. I don't know if you can see, but it is definitely full of, like, a lot of splooge. 150 hours on this pipe. I mean, it should still be good. It's definitely taking a beating. As you can see, it's got some pretty gnarly rock dings in the bottom here. So the other thing you gotta remember is these little rubber grommet things. You gotta pop these off because the new pipes don't come with them. So I'm gonna look at the cylinder now and see if that's cracked. Okay, so good news is cylinder. You can see I have this cylinder saver on here, but I was just double checking. It's not cracked. I'm gonna shine a flashlight in there and take a look at the piston, clean that out a little bit. I think it's just time to replace that pipe, so that's what I'm gonna do. Update, we got that new exhaust ready to go. I pulled off the silencer and these back, I thought I could pull off the whole inside because this back is screws, not rivets. And then I went ahead and looked inside, and honestly, I think this thing probably needs to be repacked. It's got 150 hours or so. So I'm just gonna go ahead and drill out the rivets and order some new two-stroke packing. And hopefully I don't mess this up. I do have a rivet gun. So we'll see how this turns out. All right, a couple days later, got my parts. This was kind of a pain to get the spark arrestor and everything out of here, but we did it. Kind of scratched up. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this new silencer packing in here. Gonna have to trim off a bit there at the end, as you can see. So let's get to it. So got this all in here, stuffed in there, taped just to hold it together and keep it tight. This is the actual turbine core piece right here. And we're gonna shove it in here. so this end piece is really hard to get in here. I basically had to, you can see my marks with the hammer. I basically had to smash it in there to get these holes lined up on the top and to get this hole lined up on the bottom. I mean, it's still gonna work. Just a little beat up. I mean, it gets beat up on the inside. I guess it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this little ring on there, put the end cap on, and try to get this thing looking presentable. Amazon rivet tool here. Put in these rivets. They seem to be holding up really well. So finish this end piece, put in the 4 last rivets. All right, so all finished up. This bottom bolt, this is supposed to be a Allen or a Torx that I screw in there. This little Torx, I could not get this guy to thread at all. So what I ended up doing is I went ahead and just put a riv nut in there. Had to drill it out just a little bit, so I used this tip that was broke already and kind of rounded it out a little bit in there. And then went ahead and got this rivet to fit in there. I would imagine because of the weld right here, you're not supposed to have a rivet there, but it's in there and it's pretty solid, so we're gonna run it. And I don't have any FMF stickers. They charge like $30 for them. So I threw some Super Agent Guy stickers on them to match it all up. Well, got it all back together. Sounds good. I don't really notice that it's quieter. I mean, part of the reason you repack your exhaust is so that it's quieter. I don't really care about that, but sounds good. I threw the stock pipe back on there. The FMF was toast. The header that was. Yeah, so solved my exhaust leak problem. Ended up doing a repack or two. Should be good for the next trip. Thanks for watching.